on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Henderson, Jeremy Grant out there with Jabari Walker. Then it's Deni Avdija, and it's Clingan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 from Bane. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
Avdija passes to Walker. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Man, we have to take another look at that block.
Leon energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 3-point game. 6 to shoot. Walker sets a screen. Shot's good by Henderson.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him what their biggest challenge would be defensively, and his quick answer was Scoot Henderson. He said Henderson's as explosive as they come. We can't let him get out on the break and control the pace. Their hope is to force Henderson to operate in the half-court offense, but Scoot may have other ideas, guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. So it's Portland now. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Here's Clingan. Pass to Walker. Shoots over Jackson. And Walker gets it to go on the assist by Clingan. Now here's Morant. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. The 3 from Bane. And Clingan pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Back to Grant. To the inside. It's blocked! Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Wells. Bane against Avdija. Bane, the pass to Wells. Back to Bane. Clock at 6. That 3's off the mark.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, BS.
Oh, man, just
get
hacking
you
it down.
Nice.
That's spectacular.
Yeah, a statement play by the rookie Clingan, using his size to rattle the rim.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis trailing here. Morant with it. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And Clingan pulls it down.
Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Henderson against Morant. Back to Bane. Here's the 3. Walker pulls down the board.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Henderson, the pass to Graham. Here's Henderson. Oh, Morant with the block.
Oh, the energy Morant has is just insane. Using it there on the defensive end to swat the shot.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all.
That would be a big blow for them.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Anthony Simons, he's checked in for Henderson. Pass to Clingan. 5 on the clock. Here's Grant. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
And guys, it really was a thrilling duel all the way to the end. You hated to see anyone walk away the loser.
Yeah, I bet it was pretty quiet in that locker room after that game. When it hit overtime, it was a matter of which team had more energy left, and seemingly it wasn't them.
Blocked! And here's Jackson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And the NBA season is such a grind, Brent. Anything you did in the middle of the year to keep focus?
Well, BA, sometimes it's about shrinking in a little bit and going back to your habits, continuing to do consistently what it is that's going to prepare you for the best performance. So peeling that stuff away is sometimes really important when the season gets to this point.
No good on that one. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Well, this year marked the loss of Blazers great, Hall of Famer, and truly a one-of-one, Bill Walton. One of the greatest big men this league has ever seen, known for his incredible passing skills. And off the court, he was just as dedicated to assisting others and making the world a better place. Guys, there is no question Bill Walton will be missed.
His legacy carries on. Okay, Shams, thank you.
And you can see the work that Avdia has put into that three-point shot.
Grizzlies trail by 4. Pass to Edey. Now here's Bane. To the middle. And he goes in for the dunk.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with two hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Now Avdia. Over Bane. Up again. The rebound by Edey.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Outside Morant. Jackson, the screen. Morant against Simons. And then Morant with the dunk.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Bane. Robert Williams checked in for Portland. Sharp comes in for Grant. Memphis on D. Sharp finds Avdia. Williams in the post. Jackson on him. Outside Sharp. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Memphis with a rebound. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Blazers. That one in Portland.
Turnovers were the story of that game. It wasn't what I would call a disciplined performance.
Down low. Aldama outside. The 3. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And just a forceful play by Jackson, clearing the glass and muscling his way to his own shot.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul. Reed, he's checked in for Portland. Banton comes in for Avdia. So it's Portland now. Banton on the wing. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Sharp. From deep three-point land. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
They need this. Banton, good. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 3-point lead. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
Well, they had the home fans worried for a little bit. I know that.
Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, at 6'11" and that active, Bagley, that's easy stuff.
And one thing that Morant has always been a lead at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks.
One side.
The boundless athleticism Morant has is really special. He's someone that is always in attack mode.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Williams. On the wing, Simons. Pounded by Morant. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And here's Memphis. They're on a 17-5 run. Jackson, the pass to Aldama. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Williams is checked in for Ja Morant. Blockbuster trades have become more the norm here in the NBA, Grant. Just ask Portland in 2023.
Yeah, the Trailblazers were at the center of some big moves, but that's just how it's done now. Entire teams can be restructured in the process of a single transaction.
From the high post. The shot no good. Grizzlies lead by 11. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
On the wing, Simons. Will it go? And the layup is good.
Well, Simon's known for a guy who can really get it going from behind the line, and he can do some damage. He's got length and vertical ability from it.
Here's Aldama. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And here's a look at some numbers for Jaren Jackson.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Blazers trail by 11. Now Simons. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
And it's tough to defend the pick and roll with Simons running it. He's got a great sense of that set.
Aldama, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bagley. Back to Kennard. Just 5 on the clock. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
52 seconds left in the first quarter. They set the screen, and here's Simons outside. Another 3 for Portland.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Kennard from outside the arc. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And Kennard picks up the other end of that phone and says, I'll answer with a 3.
Batten on the wing, defended by Kennard. Here's Simons, and the layup is good off the glass. Simons got 10.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up by himself.
Oh, man.
Oh!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. We'll be right back with you shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Memphis.
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Blazers trail by 6. We've got Jaren Jackson. Ja Morant is out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Huff in at the 5. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
For a 7'2" guy like Donovan Clingan, must be easy to jam it.
Leaps for it. Grant with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Ahead. Here's Avdia. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
How about the slam by Avdia, not messing around inside.
Kennard passes to Wells. Morant surveying the floor. Step back and fire. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Clingan's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. They set a pick. Grant outside. Shoots over Jackson. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range, finding some footing there.
Outside Morant. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Kennard. Walker, he's checked in for Portland. On defense, the Trailblazers. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Outside Walker. Grant outside. Fires from deep. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Memphis leading. Outside Morant to the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, you have to admire the size and strength of Jackson Jr. Just fantastic work establishing himself inside and slamming it down.
Here's Clingan. Pass to Avdia. Puts up a 3. Huff pulls it in. Grizzlies lead by 4. Jackson, pass to Bane. And here's Morant. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The 3 from Bane. And Clingan pulls it down. Clingan's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Grant outside. Back to Simons. Bane against Avdia. Memphis with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Right side Morant. Outside Bane. Jackson with a screen on Avdia. The 3 from Bane. Portland with a rebound. Clingan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Simons outside to end the cold spell. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Love the combination of skill and athleticism. Anthony Simons exploding offensively here.
And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Edey's checked in for Memphis.
At the line for 1, Jett Huff.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is to disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Here's the 2K leaderboard showing us the teams with the best free throw percentage. Portland, 3rd.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Pass to Clingan. Simons outside. Taken away. Here's Wells. 11 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago. Simons passes to Avdia. Outside for Grant. Jacks up a three. Huff pulls it in.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Here's Wells. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 4. Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
And here's Simons outside. Memphis with a rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Fires the three. He can't hit that time. Blazers trail by 6. Pass to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. From the top of the key, and he gets the jumper to drop. Grant's gotten his second bucket on the night.
I think that Grant has been told where and when he should shoot, that time showing confidence.
Huff, the pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Simons with a steal. And here's Grant from the arc. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but it looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now,
that 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. You look at Portland, they're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And of course, Memphis, they're in 6th place.
Checking out the Trailblazers, what's impressive is they've reached much of their potential this year. The big question, though, people are asking is, do they have what it takes to become a front runner?
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And here's Grant from the arc. The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bane. There's Jackson with the 3. He buries it from 3. Jackson's got 8.
Yeah, impressive vision from Bane. Always looking to move it.
Batten on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Avdia with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. All right, here's a look at the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Wednesday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming to town. Then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And looking at the Dallas matchup, it's going to be a hard-fought battle. You just hope they are able to execute their game plan, as it should be a close one.
Bagley's checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Bane. And also a switch here for Portland. Sharp's checked in. Williams, a screen on Williams. Here's Sharp. Again, the miss by Portland. Grizzlies lead by 4. To the inside. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Williams. For the finish.
That is what I'm talking about. Wow. That's an athletic play by Sharp. Putting in the sweat to beat the other guys back on the fast break.
Pass to Bagley. Takes the 3. Williams grabs the board. Portland's shooting at a decent clip. 45% for the game. Sharp against Williams. Shoots from the right block. Uses the glass that time. It's good. And this game is tied up now.
Good focus from the youngster. Sharp showing good poise with the defense draped all over him.
Lets it go from 14. There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Here's Benton. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Now here's Kennard.